Why are you eating red jelly?
Because the red food prevents anemia. It has iron, right?
Yes, many people say red jelly and red drinks increase hemoglobin. Actually, that's a myth, because the color of food is not related to its iron content.
So, what causes anemia?
Iron deficiency is one of the most common causes. It can decrease hemoglobin production.
Then, how can we prevent anemia?
By eating iron-rich foods such as liver, red meats, beans, lentils, and vitamin C also helps in iron absorption.
So red jelly doesn't prevent anemia?
Correct. What matters is the nutrient content, not the color.
Don't believe myths, trust science.
The belief that red-colored foods can cure or prevent anemia is not supported by science. Although this idea is very common, there is no biological mechanism that links the color of food with the production of red blood cells. Our bodies do not recognize the color of what we eat. Instead, they absorb nutrients through the digestive system. In the case of iron deficiency anemia, the key nutrient is iron because it is an essential component of hemoglobin, the protein inside red blood cells that carries oxygen from the lungs to the rest of our body. When the body does not have enough iron, it cannot produce adequate amounts of hemoglobin. As a result, fewer healthy red blood cells are formed, and the body tissues receive less oxygen. This is what causes symptoms such as fatigue, weakness, dizziness, and difficulty concentrating. One important fact is that the red color of a food has nothing to do with its iron content. The color comes from natural pigments, such as lycopene or anthocyanins, or from artificial food colorings. These pigments give food their appearance, but they don't participate in hemoglobin production and they don't increase the body's iron levels. This is why two foods can look exactly the same in color, but have completely different nutritional compositions. The body responds to the nutrient a food contains, not to its color. So, based on current scientific evidence, the verdict is clear. The idea that red foods prevent or cure anemia is a myth. Color does not determine nutritional value, and it certainly does not treat iron deficiency.
There is no scientific evidence demonstrating that regular red jelly is a significant source of iron or that it can cure iron deficiency anemia. Most commercial gelatin products are composed mainly of water, sugar, sweeteners, flavorings, colorings, and collagen, with virtually no iron content. The iron that helps prevent or treat anemia comes from iron-rich foods, especially heme iron found in meat, or from fortified foods and supplements when recommended by eye healthcare professionals. There are red-colored foods that contain iron, but their red color is not the reason they contain iron. It is a simple coincidence. The iron content of a food depends on its nutritional composition, not its color. Other red food such as red jelly, red apples, strawberries, and watermelon are not significant sources of iron. Some fruits contain very small amounts of iron, but not enough to treat iron deficiency anemia. However, many of these fruits are rich in vitamin C, which help the body absorb iron from other foods.
Recommendation for preventing anemia. First,
We must encourage our consumption of heme iron. This type of iron comes from animal sources and our body absorbs it efficiently to produce hemoglobin. Our best allies for preventing anemia are black pudding, liver, spleen, fish, and red meat. Second, if you consume iron from plant sources such as lentils, beans, or spinach, remember that the body has more difficulty absorbing it on its own. The secret to activating it, always accompanying it with vitamin C, a glass of lemonade, orange juice, or a citrus fruit will multiply iron absorption in the intestines. 3. Avoid iron inhibitors or blockers during meals. A very common mistake is drinking tea, coffee, or herbal infusions immediately after lunch. These beverages contain tannins, which block iron absorption. It is recommended to wait at least an hour after eating. Remember that to prevent anemia at home, we should not focus on the color of food, but on its true nutritional value.
Have you ever heard someone say that eating red foods can prevent anemia? Many people believe that foods like beets, tomatoes, red apples, or pomegranates help increase the amount of blood in the body just because they are red. But where did this idea come from? This belief probably started because people naturally associate the color red with blood. Over time, parents, grandparents, and communities passed this idea from generation to generation. Science from some red foods are healthy. Many assumed that their color meant they were good for preventing anemia. However, this is actually a myth. The truth is that the color of a food has nothing to do with its iron content. For example, beets are red because they contain natural pigments called betalains, not because they are rich in iron. In fact, many red foods contain only small amounts of iron and cannot prevent anemia by themselves. That's true. To prevent iron deficiency anemia, it's important to eat foods that are truly rich in iron, such as a red meat, liver, beans, lentils, spinach, and iron-fortified cereals. It's also helpful to eat foods rich in vitamin C, like orange, strawberries, or bell peppers, because vitamin C helps your body absorb iron more effectively. So why? Red foods can be part of a healthy and balanced diet. Their colors does not prevent anemia. The key is choosing foods based on their nutritional value, not their appearance. Remember, not everything that is red is rich in iron.